Hi, I am Brad here, just going to have a look at your action and give you a full analysis of what's going on. Remember we said about bowling, bowling's about straight lines, so we need to really work hard on a nice straight approach, okay, which you do. You can see you stay in that straight line. As I mentioned to you yesterday, what you can see though is, can you see how your feet sort of cross over? So as you run, your left foot goes over your right hip and your right foot goes underneath your left hip. So we end up slightly crossing. If you can see there, your right leg goes under your left hip. Okay, and then clear that one, and then vice versa. Then you cut across, your left foot goes under your right hip. Okay, which is not uncommon sometimes, but ideally you'd want them to run, those feet to stay under your hips. But then let's see where we get into. So you get into your loading. So we load with our back foot pointing down the pitch. You can just see where it is. You can see it's a reel down the pitch. So we need our feet landing like a set of skis, and we need our hips and shoulders in line. If you can see your hips are slightly closed there. Your shoulders are fairly open, but your hips are slightly closed. We need to keep those hips and shoulders the same width apart for injury prevention, Ieuan. And the reason your hips are closed is, I'll show you now. You can see your feet. Can you see your feet alignment? Your feet near enough a landing line. Okay, and that causes then a tip. You get a little tip falling to the offside. You can see your tip in your action now falling to the offside because your feet have landed in line, and you tip over and just slightly fall away in your action. So let's just go back here. So when your back foot points down the pitch, you need your feet to land like a set of skis. So I need that back. So there's your back foot. I need that front foot landing somewhere about there. Okay, and what that does is, it will stabilize your action. If you think now you've got your foot landing in line with this yellow line, you know, you've now got your head's going to be a little bit more upright with your foot there. Okay, and you've got everything then trying to stay in between your shoulder plane here and your feet. If you can have a look at your feet. We need everything to stay inside there with your feet alignment, but you can see your head's outside of all of that. So we need to make sure that if we can end up landing like a set of skis, you're going to be a bit more upright. If we have a look at ball release, and I draw a line through your leg, you can see you're just the other side of perpendicular. You're this side, and actually we need that bowling arm, that side of perpendicular where the blue line is. Okay, and that's all happened because of your tilt, because your feet have landed in line. You've then got a tilt, and then obviously then we look at your back. You can just see the angle of your spine here as well, where you've got that whole get a whole angle of that spine running through on that angle, where we could do with you being a little bit more upright there. Really, I'm trying to get, you'll always have some sort of angle, but we need you a little bit taller for injury prevention, and that'll also mean that your release point is not gone past the perpendicular. So I hope that makes sense. Let's have a look at your follow through. Got a great pull through, looking over your right shoulder, and then off you go down the pitch. So we've got to really work hard with you getting like a set of skis, and the drill I did with you after that will work wonders for you. You need to just look to be doing 30 or 40 of them a day, making sure that that front foot lands slightly open, and it just makes you a little bit more stand up and a little bit more upright, and hopefully it'll get your head a bit more upright, and you'll be able to straighten up that spine and get that head in a better position, and be a bit taller and get that arm the right side of perpendicular. I hope you found that helpful.